How do you think some of the guys have responded to him being the coordinator?
I don't think it's really changed from the practice field standpoint, so he's with the line during that part of it, so practice is just practice. So.
What have you seen from Chase and Dorian so far?
It's been 2 practices, so both of them have progressed, and Dorian got a couple more snaps. Chase got a couple more snaps in practice too, so we're progressing him along a little bit with his hand. Don't anticipate him going full till probably after the break, and we'll see how that goes. There's not really a huge timetable on it. He's early because he came in early, so this is all bonus time for him. But he's been really sharp in the meetings, and I thought Dorian's been really good in the first 2 practices.
How much different have these first 2 practices been compared to last year, just in terms of what you've been able to do because of the familiarity that everyone has?
They haven't been much different, to be honest with you. They've all got great energy and great juice, and we've got a little bit more experience now. But you start off on square one, so you go back to stance and start on day 1, and that's kind of what the whole process is about. So.
Are they a little crisper though?
What's that?
Are they a little crisper practices?
I can't remember a year ago, so.
Have you noticed a change in Dorian's demeanor at all, or the leadership?
No, Dorian's been great since he's been here, so I don't think guys really changed very much. I think he's always had that trait in him since he was got here last June. So I think it's one of the qualities of him that are really special is that he has the whole intangible package that you want. So it's not like all of a sudden he's going into year 2 that he's going to be a different person. He's just the good thing about him. He's very consistent. He's the same person every day.
How much did the in-game experience help him as a true freshman to get that as a quarterback?
I think he had it. That's what I just said before. I think he's always had those intangible qualities of leadership that you're looking for in that position. So all he got last year was he just got more experience at the collegiate level, but it wasn't like he learned drastically new things. I think he was very, very well coached where he came from, and I think he brought a lot to the table before he even got here. So.
Michael Alves had said on Thursday that he noticed that since the winter, Dorian's leadership has kind of stepped up even more. Have you noticed kind of him, I guess, embracing that trait?
No, because again, like I just said before, I've always seen that out of him. So maybe Mike is more cognizant because Mike's not worried about playing on line anymore. He knows what the quarterbacks are doing.
Do you expect any of those guys in yellow jerseys to be back for you?
That's a trainer's deal, so we don't tell them what it is. All of those guys are coming off of long-term injuries. So Churchwell tore his ACL, and Woodsy tore his ACL, so he's coming off of that. So we'll see as we move forward. We get a daily update from Anthony and his staff. I know those guys are progressing really well, and we're excited where they are. But there's no timetable in terms of he's going to practice in practice 6 or something. So.
Is Nemo nursing something from high school?
Yep.
What are the logistics of the 8th class? Do you only offer people on the 8th?
On the 8th, yeah.
So if you say see someone you really like the 9th of the month or something, will you wait?
Well, we wouldn't see someone we really like on the 9th. Everybody that we've offered, we do an extensive amount of research. So it's not just like on the 9th you wake up and see a guy walk into the store and say, hey, let's offer him a scholarship. So there's a process through it. You got to look at the academic transcripts. The biggest thing there is making sure they can get into school. So we don't just offer kids for the sake of offering kids. If they're not going to be able to get into school here, then why would we offer them? Why would we get their hopes up, and why would we get our hopes up if we're not going to be able to admit them? So there's a long process that it takes. So it usually takes a while. That's why we're doing it once a month, I think, making sure that we have all of our answers made before we make an offer.
So you just kind of time it out to end on the 8th?
No, there's just a lot of work that goes into an offer. It's not just see a kid, offer a kid. There's a lot that goes into it. So it's going to take a process to get a kid offered here, because unlike other schools, when we offer someone, that means the kid can actually commit and come here. So other people offer kids and it's just a placeholder, but if the kid says he wants to come, they say, oh, wait a second, that's not really a committable offer. So when we offer someone, it's a committable offer. So it takes a little bit of work to make sure you have all the information before you just throw them out there. So we're not throwing around like manhole covers. So.
Even though, as you said, Josh Gordon is injured right now, how much leadership does he have in the meetings and in film because of how long he's been here and how much he's battled back?
I don't know how much leadership anybody has in any meetings. The coaches are teaching, so it's like being. You went to class, right? Were you a leader? Did you have math?
I was English major.
English major. Were you a leader in British Lit? You know what I mean? It's. Yeah. They're in there. They're learning and they're being students. Obviously, his demeanor and how he carries himself and his approach to meetings and. How into it he is and how detailed he is in his notes and some of those things I think players can learn from, but there's not a lot of, the Josh standing up in a meeting and running the meeting. So.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from recruits about the 8th?
What's that?
What kind of
They seem like they enjoy it. So. We'll see.